Okay, so I just finished watching the video by Shirley Wudong. Our universe's what was it called? Hold on. Our century's greatest injustice, and she pretty much talked about the injustice of how women are treated throughout the world and how there is a deficit between women because they're aborted or not fed because males are favored. Um, One thing that really stuck out to me was when she was talking about the education and how little percentage goes into the education fund compared to gambling and smoking and alcohol and parties as well. Um, I had a first-hand experience of actually being able to see the effects that had on people in Nicaragua. I remember a family in particular. This guy, he made a decent amount of money every month. He made about $100 a month, which is decent, and he would go and spend it just on alcohol and not really give any to his family or anything like that. He'd just go drink it away. We actually had jokes that there were more um, bars than actual churches, and that some people actually lived in bars. They almost never went home. And it was sad to see the poverty that people lived in by choice, really, because they never had the opportunity, well, their children and family never had the opportunity to see those funds because they would just drink it away and have a good jolly time. And it was really sad to actually see the children having to go out and fish and do things to gather enough food for the family. Um, it was also very interesting to see how the small little increments of money could actually make such a great difference on a single woman's life. And those women went on to pretty much help other women and also help their communities thrive. Um, I like the story about the hyena lady where she had complications with childbirth and she stunk, so they tore off the door of her hut for hyenas to eat her, and it's just like, are you kidding me? Like, they could have taken her to that village just as easily as she had to crawl and said, hey, she needs help, but people just didn't really care. And to see that a $350 surgery made all the difference for her, and then she became a nurse and helps other sick people, and it just kind of created a domino effect, and she was able to recover. Um, the girl from India I liked as well, where her husband was gambling and lost his job, so he's depressed and everything like that. And she got a micro loan of $65 and was able to start an embroidery business and really, excuse me, really change how they saw the world. I mean, she now employs 30 women to embroider. Her husband's the guy that takes it and transports it. So she really turned everything around there. And it's also goat, the goat that was $120. I found that really awesome that they were able to get a goat, and the goat had babies, and the babies produced with the milk production. They were able to get money and then send her to school, and then she just went straight up. She graduated top of her class in elementary, middle school, high school, and went on to get a scholarship to go to college. She was that good at education. And I think a lot of times that some, like, men are invested into, but honestly, if you educate a woman, you educate the family because they're going to be mothers in the house and they're going to be the ones that are teaching the future children and the other generations on how to live and how to do everything. So, honestly, if I had to choose between sending my metaphorical son or daughter to school, I'd send the daughter because I know she would have children and she would probably have to teach those children and it'd have more influence on more people. Whereas the son, I mean, he's a father figure, but he could find work wherever he really wanted to, a manual or whatever. And so I honestly think if we had a clear understanding of how influential women are on children and how much they can actually, you know, thrive and produce and do, I think this world would be a lot different. And not to take things lightly, but I remember a meme that said if the world was ruled by women, the countries that were angry with each other would only not talk. There would be no war. And, it's probably true. There wouldn't really be war. Um, because with women in power, there would be a lot more understanding and knowledge throughout the world. But anyway, it was a really good video. I liked it a lot, and I think that gradually will improve. This world just slowly changes, and it's gonna change for the better, I hope. So, yeah.